Wild Card Thursday. And today we're doing a 10-minute routine. I had a conversation with a buddy of mine and he just asked, well, if you had 10 minutes, what would it be? What would you do with your 10 minutes? And I gave it some thought, and here's what I would do. So we'll do a little bit of joint mobility, and then we'll do a little bit of isometrics with giraffe in rearward shift. Less talking, more doing. So of course, first we begin with our feet about hip width apart. Keep the knees soft, and this is flexion and extension of the spine. So as we inhale, we lift the chest, lift the chin, lift the tailbone. We get a stretch through the front of the body. This is called extension. Then exhale, we go the other way. Tuck your tail, tuck your chin. We get a stretch in the back side of the body, and repeat this a few times. Now, if you like, if you're able to watch, you'll see that I'll bring my shoulder blades into the action as well. So when I flex, when I curl up, I spread my shoulder blades apart. And when I extend, I squeeze my shoulder blades together behind me. Now, you don't have to do that, but that's just a nice way to kind of get some upper back and some chest mobility and stretching in the exercise as well. Go easy and just kind of focus on feeling a nice even stretch through the front and then through the back. Let's go one more. Last one. And then back to center. Good. So that is flexion and extension of the spine. Now we'll go side to side. Again, keeping the knees soft. Breath in. Breath out. Let's bring the left ear to the left shoulder. We'll drop the left shoulder down. We kick out the right hip. We're stretching the right side of the body. Inhale back to center. Then we go the other way. And we come up and go the other way. And just kind of repeat and go slow. This is called lateral flexion. So we're bending side to side. This can help with posture. This can help with vital lung capacity. This can help with a lot of stuff. That's why this mobilization sequence is sort of like my desert island go-to routine, because it really helps and affects the body in a very positive way. We're loosening up. We're getting the spine to move, the neck to move, the skull, the hips, getting the knees to lubricate a little bit. It's a lot of benefit to something so simple. And we come back to center and pause. And last we have is rotations. So again, feet glued to the ground, knees bent slightly. We bring our arms up about the height of our chest. Fingertips point towards each other, elbows down, shoulders down. We take a breath in. Now as we breathe out, we're going to turn the rib cage, let's say to the right. But we keep our fingers kind of like in front of our chest. We keep our nose in line with the chest bone. We inhale back to center. And then exhale, turn the other way. We're trying our best to more or less just turn from the rib cage. It's okay if the hips follow along a little, but we really just want to get those ribs to turn. This is called thoracic rotation. Thoracic rotation helps with shoulder health, neck function, shoulder function, posture. Honestly, just the ability to turn, look around. We try to get an inhale in the center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back to center. And then gently release. Good. So first standing exercise, excuse me, is going to be the giraffe with isometrics, upper body and lower body isometrics. So let me show you. I'm going to stand diagonally that you can see. And we just try to our best. We get the left foot forward, right foot backward. However you want to do that is fine. Both knees are slightly bent. You should be bouncy in this position. We're on the tiptoes of the rear foot. Rear heel turns out a little bit. All 5 toes on the ground for the front foot, if that makes sense for you. And we're just trying to stand upright. Just trying to stand up tall. Now sometimes you see I'm kind of poking around and prodding around. I just want to make sure that my hips are level. I want to make sure that I've got weight distributed 50-50 front and back. And so phase 1 of this is to isometrically close the scissors. What does that mean? Imagine you stepped on a bug with your front foot and you're slowly dragging that towards your body. Rear foot stepped on a bug and you're slowly dragging that toward your body. You won't move, but you'll feel your muscles engaged. Now from here, we reach down towards the ground with the arms. When you try to feel your armpit muscles click on. If your armpit muscles have clicked on, stay here, or moving through those armpit muscles, bring your arms up about the height of your chest. Turn your palms towards each other, fingertips towards each other, and then press your fingertips into each other. Shoulders down, forehead back, chin down. And you want to feel this in your armpit muscles, maybe a little bit in your chest. You feel it in your legs, forehead back, chin down. Gently release. And we step forward and we switch sides. Okay? So any way you can, right foot forward, left foot backward, just about the length of a walking stride. Not too long, not too wide, not too narrow. About as wide as your hips, maybe a little wider. We're on the tiptoes of the rear leg, front foot's flat on the ground. Get nice and tall. Make sure your hip is level. And then we start to do the isometrics. Drag your front foot backward. Drag your back foot forward. Activate your armpit muscles. Reach down to the ground. Spread your fingers. Feel those armpit muscles click on. Now using those armpit muscles, bring your arms up about the height of your chest. Turn your palms towards each other. Curl your fingers a little bit. Press your fingertips into each other. So we're creating tension, upper and lower body. Full body activation. Keep the armpit muscles active, forehead back, chin down. Keep dragging the feet towards each other. Breath in. Breath out. Gently release. And then we step forward. Good. So you're feeling that through your whole body, full body integration. And we can get that in 10 minutes of work. So let's do the last 2 exercises. Take our feet kind of wide. Toes point forward, or maybe toes turn in slightly, heels turn out slightly. This is the rearward shift. We take a breath in, take a breath out, and very slowly, gently, we start to pull the yoga mat apart. You're using your hip muscles for this. So your hip muscles are pulling the mat apart. Maybe your feet help a little bit, but your knees just go along for the ride. Don't use your knees. Hands to the front of your thighs. Breath in. Breath out. Soft knees. You're still pulling the mat apart. Push your behind straight back. Let your hands find your kneecaps, and then we hold and breathe. Now, if it's okay, you can actually kind of press your hands into your legs, and you'll feel those armpit muscles click on a little bit. Don't press into the joints. You don't want to hurt yourself, but if you can press into the larger part of the leg, should be good to go. Take a breath in. Take a breath out, still pulling the yoga mat apart. Stand up and gently release. And now we do the opposite. We make the yoga mat smaller. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Now using your inner thigh muscles, you're dragging your feet toward each other. Just nice, slow, steady. You feel your inner thighs. It's your feet and inner thighs, not your knees. Breath in. Breath out, soft knees. Push the behind back. Let your hands trace your thighs. Once you're about your kneecaps is when you stop. And you're just pulling your feet towards each other. Use those inner thigh muscles to pull the feet towards each other. Maybe press into your hands just a little bit. You can do it from the sides of the thighs. You can do it on the front of the thighs. Keep the shoulders down, forehead back. One more breath in. One more breath out. Keep scissoring your legs closed. Come up to a standing position. And now, gently release. Good. And any way you can, get yourself out of position. Shake yourself loose a little bit. Nice. And that is a 10-minute must-do exercise routine. And full disclosure, there are days when I'm just lazy or I run out of time. This is a routine that I won't miss. Joint mobility as well as the static contractions for the legs, hips, back, full body integration. I hope you got something from this today. I appreciate you. I care about you. Go forth and be awesome. Thanks.